anything can happen in Formula One, and of course it usually does. Each team has their own story to tell here today, and they all want it to end the same way, on that coveted top step of the podium. Situated just 88 miles north of the equator, this 3.5-mile circuit is hot, it's humid, and is an incredible test for the drivers as they try to fight their cars around the bumps and in between the barriers. 23 corners take us twice over the bay to complete a single lap of this unique racetrack. The view is spectacular, the heat is unbearable. The race should be incredible.
This race is anything but incredible. Anyway, welcome back to ASR, when we gave the 5 red lights. And it's the lights out, and away we go. Pretty good even start here. However, get caught by Killjoy from behind. So the only turn one, we just stay down the high side. Mano has spun, that's all around cricketer cars going everywhere. One of the banana cars spun. We're side by side with Ferrari car, Killjoy. Right behind Formula Fisher T. Having a little bit of history at last week's race at Monza. Trying to stay off his tail, trying not to slide or spin into him or whatever. He's behind Neo Treedome, who qualified in front of me. He got a good start as well. We're now in the points and starting 11th. And now it's just a single file straight over Killjoy. Locking up our inside. I give him plenty of space to feed a nuclear bomb in, but he doesn't go for it. And we're already, someone has left. That's not good. I don't know. And now it's just a single file line, just following Formula Fisher 15, sandwich in between the two Ferraris on the super soft tyres. And he's got a Williams up in front of the Treedome as well. Don't know who that one is, probably Fens. And there's a bit of chaos going on at the back. Neo Treedome goes a little bit wide, as do I. He gives them Formula Fisher 15 a run on him. They're going side by side. Formula Fisher 15 has to run on the Silver. And we go past him as well. In fact, he just lets all of us through. And we make slight contact with the back of Formula Fisher 15 then. And now we just got to keep this single file line. No dive bombs, or Penske dive bombs in this case, through anyone. Just got to keep the single file line, got to keep it clean. Just want to race without hitting anything today. If that can be an achievement in this race, it'll be brilliant. But same could be said for Master Berserker, who was leading the race. So you look at the minimap, he spins at the final corner, sets the fastest lap, but crashes into the pit wall. And as you can know, that would have been very hard to take for Master Berserker, leading another race, and was leading the championship heading into this race. As the safety car gets called out, we'll probably now have lost to lead the championship, Master Berserker. So definitely not what he wants, and there he is, just rage quitting after that. And well, this race, only the first stint was interesting, because that, whilst these laps under the safety car, well, on when I was brake checked us, but I didn't get that sadly. And on the restart, things weren't any better, as a couple cars pitted, so we moved up to 5th, which is an achievement since I'd done 0 practice ever since Wednesday, before I left for Sydney Motorsport Park. I thought I wasn't going to race tonight, so I only got back literally half an hour before the lobby was open. So I got 0 practice in until qualifying. So now, I'm just trying to stay off the rules, not battle for anyone. I was just trying to defend my position as much as I can. As we've got TOR, Pepsi, and Mystical. Let's just call him Mystical. Right now, in behind us. Pepsi goes to the inside run, makes a stick, was a little bit almost dorsal, and then my teammate makes a run. The nose tail contact again. As I hit the back of Pepsi, who hit the back of Formula Fisher 15, and I lost my front ring. Or a bit of my front ring anyway. It's Mystical Swag that was trying to battle for him. And that's all that was interesting. And nothing else. And then I was just trying to safely make it home. Nothing literally happened between laps 8 and 30. Nothing happened on my screen at all. But anyway, as we start the final lap, the rain was coming down. And the yellow dot was the race leading car. I am the last car on the lead lap. So I was trying to ask Jeff what the weather condition was. He just told me it's the final lap of the race. Not like I already fucking knew that. Jeff being useless again. Hopefully we don't see you in F1 2017. But now I was just trying to keep it off the barriers on dry tyres. And it wasn't as wet enough as it was 2 months ago when it started coming down. But heading into the halfway through sector 2, DRS was disabled. So basically, I was driving a Red Bull car around an ice rink. And as soon as the leader crossed the line, which she is now, Mystical Swag would have won this race, but later would have been disqualified for it being an F1 driver. And as you can see, it was just unbearable just in the half six to sector 2. Just absolutely just crashing and sliding everywhere. Mystical Swag won, but would later have been disqualified again. And I just could not keep the car on the track. Just sliding everywhere. And especially through the hairpin here, it was literally just no grip heading in there. Just sliding everywhere, almost hitting the wall, and then almost hitting it, reversing out actually. And then yellow flags for me, and I thought, oh god, the last sector is going to be terrible. But I wouldn't have to worry about that, because I completely forgot about the fuel load, and ran out of it halfway down the straight. And that was basically it, just cruising around about 10 kilometers an hour through the final sector. So anyway, Mystical Swag would have been disqualified, so Petsy would have been the winner with Fenn second and IO Aero finishing in third, Righteous Tag in fourth, All-Round Cricketer in fifth, Jetson in sixth, Aussie Carters in seventh, Cornerfish 15 in eighth, Customs in ninth, and we would have actually got a single point. So I don't know, this is probably one of the most boring races I've ever done in ASR. But even more worse than Malaysia last season, where I got taken out of the first corner and then I was just battling for basically P15. So that's all done. As the recording of this, it's Malaysia tonight, so, or sorry, tomorrow night, sorry. Hopefully this goes up on the day of Malaysia, so I hope you enjoyed. Please be sure to like and subscribe, and I'll see you all next time.